Well, hello there. We have finally made it to the red carpet here at the London Film Festival in association, in partnership with American Express. My hair is doing all sorts of things. Quick Girls on Top's cameo. We are so excited to be here for the red carpet of My Father's Shadow at the UK premiere here at London Film Festival. We have loved this film since Cannes. But if you love experimental, beautiful, emotional film, you should go see this. Without further ado, here are our interviews from the red carpet at My Father's Shadow. Chopin, thank you so much. Congratulations on the premiere of My Father's Shadow here in London. It must be the most amazing second homecoming because the film has just finished its theatrical run in Nigeria. How do you think this film will now land with UK audiences in comparison to Nigerian audiences?
Well, I'm really delighted that everybody keeps asking me, when can we see it, when can we see it? And I have to crave everyone's patience just a little bit longer because it is a little bit of a wait. But that weight of expectation is like, it's a real blessing that people want to share in our film with us, you know? I think the film is a wonderful collaboration of English production company and Nigerian production company, and I hope that it can have as much of a wave in England as it has in Nigeria. Because it is a collaboration, it's a sharing between the two countries. And I think that the message of the film is for audiences all over the world, not just Nigeria. This is an attempt of us to take Nigeria to the world, you know?
And you have been selected as the UK submission for the Academy Awards. I wanted to ask you, if you could travel back in time to yourself before production of this film, what is one thing you would tell yourself about the journey this film was going to take?
I would tell myself before production started that don't worry, it's all going to be worth it, you know?
Amazing. And finally, what would be the ultimate double bill, another film you would suggest to audiences that complements or rhymes with My Father's Shadow, or maybe any inspirations, because your performance is an incredibly powerful one. Were there any inspirations you pulled from even in your own life or from film, from fiction?
Sure, thank you. It's a great question. I think that a lovely parallel for the film would either be Aim of Fair, which is another considered in Nigeria art house Nigerian film, or After Sun, I think would be a lovely sort of counterbalance. There are really similar themes and wonderful performances in that as well.
Thank you so much, Chopin. Congratulations, congratulations. Not just congratulations for being the UK submission for the Academy Awards this year, but also for your BFI nomination of New Talent. The film is transformative and so beautiful. I wanted to first ask you, because we saw this all the way back at Cannes, what would you tell yourself if you could go back in time to before production? How would you prepare yourself for the journey you have had with this film now?
I think, to be honest, I think for me, it's learning actually that there's a gift in vulnerability, you know, and being able to be vulnerable, and actually there's rewards that come from that. I think for a very long time in Nigeria and in most parts of the world, we're actually taught as black men to hold in and be strong and be tough all the time, and I don't think that's, you know, so I think allowing myself to lean deeper into vulnerability has actually been a process, not just in writing the film, but in the process in creating the film and going through it. And I think if I could tell myself anything, it would be to have tapped into that maybe a bit earlier, actually. So yes, I'm very grateful for all of the blessings that have come with the film, and I think it's testament to the amazing cast and crew in Nigeria, working in Nigeria, the crew, the people that came in, and the Nigerian crew as well. Everybody poured their love into the film, and I think that's what everybody's seeing on the screen.
I completely agree. Now, you had your first homecoming when the film had a theatrical release in Nigeria. You're now having a second homecoming as it comes to the UK. What do you think will land with the film differently here in the UK in contrast to its homecoming in Nigeria?
I think, first of all, the UK is almost, for Nigerians, it's like our second home, first of all. I also think that it's a story that, whilst it is set in Nigeria, it's a story that everybody can relate to. It's about fatherhood. Everybody has a father, everybody, and I think as well, people in the diaspora as well will connect with it even deeper, because people, you know, their fathers and family might have migrated at that particular time. And also, unfortunately, in some ways, you know, the political context of the film is a familiar African story, something that we've been experiencing over and over again. So I think there'll be a lot of resonance with that. And I just hope that, for me, it gives more nuance to black characters, and hopefully writers and directors and people even from here or any other part in the world, can say that, you know what, for Black, African, Caribbean, any kind of characters, we can actually show the depth of our spirituality, the depth of our being, the depth of our family, the depth of our culture, our tradition. You know, I think that's super important. So yeah.
As a Sudanese girl, I 100% co-sign. Were there any, because you wrote this with your brother, were there any film influences that influenced you as you were writing and then also as it went into production?
I think my brother is more the film buff, to be honest. I feel like for me, I just read a lot of like text, a lot of literary, and there's one of the authors, Ben Okri, is a Nigerian author, and a lot of the way he merges the spiritual, the ethereal, the fantastical world into reality, to me was really beautiful to see. And I think just like reading Chinua Achebe, reading like just everyone, like I'm blessed to come from a country or continent actually that has so many amazing writers, amazing poets, and I think for me, being able to put that into words in the film and use a language that is familiar to us, but I also feel is familiar globally, I think was very important and it was really beautiful.
Well, congratulations. We're rooting for you at the BFAs as well. Hi, my name's Umnia. It's so nice to meet you guys. Both of you, so talented. Such a beautiful performance in this film. How was it working with Akinolo on set? How was he as a director?
He was a nice director, teaching me always on set, telling me what to do at all times, because it's my first time in a movie set, so it really taught me a lot while I was shooting, and yeah, he's a great director, yeah. He taught me that he felt like a father to me. He did much, he taught me how to act, made me more talented in acting.
Beautiful. And can you remember one time on set that particularly stands out to you, a certain scene or a certain performance or a certain location maybe?
Okay, like a certain location that I really like most should be like the amusement park, because like we had the opportunity to go on different rides, and it didn't feel like we're working. I feel like we're just playing, having fun, and it feels like a peculiar event, and I like it.
It looked like a lot of fun. And how about you?
For me, it's really a big thing because water's wave. I like swimming, yeah. So
Beautiful scene as well, gorgeous. And Chopin as your father, how was it developing that relationship as actors together?
yeah, we developed the relationship on set because like he's a nice actor, yeah. Although he has been in the industry, he really taught us a lot. Like I liked the way he was free with us. He taught us. He was also like a father. He was playing our father, but he was also like a father to us. And it was a nice moment with him. Yeah.
Gorgeous.
He was cool. He taught me a lot. He's an experienced actor, so he answered when we're acting or maybe I'm sad, he'll comfort me. Yeah.
Well, congratulations. Congratulations on the UK premiere. And I'm rooting for you for the Oscars as well. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Congratulations. Thank you so much. It has been a journey. I am so grateful to finally have this interview with you, Yakinola. So, congratulations about Cannes. Congratulations that you're now the UK selection for the Oscars. And congratulations for your BFI New Talents nomination that came in. First things first, if there was something you could tell yourself before production began on this film, if you could travel back in time and tell yourself something about the journey that you've now taken with this film, what would it be?
I would just tell myself you're ready for this, you know? I think in the lead up to it, I was quite anxious because you don't know, like, if you never made something before, you don't know how the experience is going to go. And I think had I known how this experience was going to go, I maybe would have leaned into it a little bit more. Not to say that I didn't, but I think it's quite evident that seeing this is taking us so long to make a feature. I'm 40 years old now. I think that, I think I'm just really ready for it. And that's what I've told myself, for sure.
You are very famously a multidisciplinary artist. Were there any skills from your other disciplines that you were surprised to find applied to film?
Brilliant question. All of them. You know, I used to work in a background in music, so the music in this film is something that we really geeked out upon. Me, CJ, Duval, Timothy, everyone involved with that. My brother, the guys from King Lear, we just really geeked out in that moment. I think me and Jermaine had been shooting documentaries for the last few years, so there's some aspects of documentary in there. I've been working with Adam Curtis on some documentary stuff, so there's some archive footage in there. Working with PC, who used to be my mentor back in the day on costume, trying to figure things out. I used to work in the commercial world. Our line producer, Nick, was my commercials producer. Do you know what I mean? I think like everything came to the fore in this moment, you know, and I'm just really, as much as you said at the beginning, I'm really proud of the guys here because without them, like, none of this would be possible.
All of them geniuses. One final question.
Sure.
Film references for this film that inspired and that motivated you while making My Father's Shadow.
Sure, everything by Corrida because I'm a Corrida stan. I love him. I hope I get to meet him one day. I'd probably say The Bicycle Thieves. I'd probably say Belly by Hype Williams. I'd probably say, what else? I'd probably say The Mirror by Tarkovsky. I'd probably say Mustang. I'd probably say Shoplifters. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a cinephile, but I love cinema, so I'm just drawing it all in, basically.
Thank you so much. Congratulations. Congratulations. Take care. And